Welcome to part 3 of the Mammoths and Faces series. We're going to be looking at some more of the mammoths, and specifically this high-level magnetic block. And also, we might have a chance to look at some of these mushrooms as well at the end. First, we'll take a quick look again at this toy. This is a elephant toy, and it actually has a lot of little soft characters on it. We saw last time the woman here, with her nose, of course, poking out in that little ripple. And, of course, her hairline right here. She may have a bun of hair, or her hair just may be tall. And kind of want to show you a few more of these figures real quick before we go on to this high-level one. It's a good warm-up, and I enjoy looking at this one. So it has some really neat little faces on it, and I'll go ahead and turn it a little slower so we can see. This one that we see right here, with the eye hole and the nose and then the crack for the mouth, he's a little repeating motif. He's kind of got a big nose and big chin. We can kind of tilt him to turn him into a human. So perhaps he was once a hominoid and now he's a human. Maybe that's just a soldier. When we face him upright, you can really see the details for his face there. And just tilting him like this, you can see how little portraits with just the tiniest little ripples for mouths come out. Perhaps there's another little mammoth right here. And when there's one, there's another. There may be two. It's a really nice one. And we have a little bird here, it looks like, as well. Go ahead and zoom in on this one just a bit. I love all the crosses and plus signs that are on this one. Looking for the flying bird right now because this one is such an interactive toy-like one. It's supposed to really teach you how to see the art. This may be the Birdman, a little bird on his head, and there's the man. Really cute one. All right, let's get serious. This one is a lot of things. It's bird heads and human images as well. So let's start off on the human images. Of course, we see this left side portrait popping out with this hook nose, and as I tilt him a little bit better, you can see the definition for the eye. Get our better position here. You may be seeing other eyes pop out, and we'll flip over to those portraits, but for now we're looking at this one, and you can see how the cheekbone is defined here. And when we tilt it, it turns maybe into a little bit of a different character with his nose. Say his nose gets really large. You can see this open mouth here, and maybe an eye in here, and then we may see an eye in here when we flip it like this just a little bit. Let me get it on there we go. So now we have a larger character pointing this way with a pointy nose, and when we tilt him, the facial features will come out and that nose will come out a little better. And of course his eye carving situated right here in the jawline. So the face, of course, got much larger on us. So we went from the small face here to the larger face here. And we're going to keep on doing this. This one's a really nice one, as you can see. The square mouth, like a dog man maybe. And little cracks or inclusions there for the face. Love that eye. Of course, keep an eye on it too when I flip it upright. This is more than likely representing a bird with a flat crest. You can see if you look closely, there's a circle with the cross in it, that common pictograph that we always see everywhere. I might have to, oh, we're not, I thought that we were running out of shadows, but we're not. There we go. Let me go ahead and zoom back out here. So the back of this, I believe, well, of course, let's go ahead and keep on going in order here. We have a bird, really great bird, with the carving for the eye, and of course you can see the big round head and the tail feathers, and look closely at the details there, you can see them. I'll go ahead and flip this around just a little bit this way to create another bird. And so this bird here, if we kind of ignore this section, you can see how this wing and the belly of the bird, and of course the eye, there's a couple layers of eyes. So you have the smaller circle and then the larger circle, and of course the small beak sitting right here with a flat crest. It's a very nice bird. Love how the wing is represented, and then the tail is actually represented as well. A little round belly right there. And when we go ahead and give this a tilt, we can start to see some portraits of humans come out. But let's go ahead and keep on looking at our birds real quick. So there's our last bird with its beak right here. Give you a good look at that beak. You might be seeing, yeah, when we tilt it upright as well, there looks to be a bird as well right here, just in this section, with of course its eye carving right there. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that just a little bit because it's a new one for me. All right. Continuing on, here's our mammoths. We have a herd of mammoths here. And so we have our outside mammoth, and probably another one on the next level here. One right here as well. And two babies. There's a long trunk here for one head of one baby. And then another mammoth here. His trunk may be disappearing behind this first one. But this is a whole herd of mammoths here represented. And if you look on the portraits too, there'll be human portraits as well, I'm sure, facing left and right on these. Interesting. So let's go ahead and take a look at some more of the humans. So we're seeing one right now facing upwards very, very beautifully with the nose and the carving for the eye. I really like this one. And you can do some things with it. Of course, you see the circle for the eye, and you see how the face is outlined here. It's also just a giant bird head too. So we can see the beak represented right there with the crest on the very top. And this square is always represented for the crest here. So you could be seeing different things, but that's because it is different things. It's a beautiful bird head though, very large. And you know, if you're not seeing it, pull your phone away. If it's a smaller picture, you will definitely see this. So snap that phone away and bring it closer, and you'll see it. All right, let's flip this over real quick and take one look at what I wanted to show you in the beginning here, which I think might be a hoof or a foot of one of these mammoths. Not sure what a mammoth footprint looks like, but it's kind of shaped like a foot, and it does sit, whenever it sits on that. So it'd be neat to be able to use that as a stamp to teach people what a hoof of a mammoth is. If that's the foot of a mammoth, guys, let me know. I'm gonna freak out if it is. So some really great portraits on this, and we have a lot more that we can of course look at. You're seeing these ones here with the right sides, but I want to honor your guys' time and wish you a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.